happened to Walter Collins? Did you know in March of 1928, 9-year-old Walter Collins went missing one afternoon after his mother had given him a time to go and watch a movie? The boy's mother went to the police, but they could find absolutely no signs of Walter. They even started a national campaign and many tips came in, but they all led to dead ends. The boy's father, who was spending time in prison, believed that it may have been an ex-inmate that was responsible for the disappearance. That wasn't until August when a boy turned up to an Illinois police station claiming to be Walter. Walter's mother paid the travel expenses to get the young boy back to Los Angeles, but when he arrived, she said he did bear a resemblance, but it was not her son, so she took him to the police station. The police would not believe that he was not Walter and told her to take him home and try him out. 3 weeks later, Walter's mother returned to the police station with the young boy and a group of her friends, all saying that the young boy did look like Walter, but it was not him. She also had dental records to prove that the young boy was not her son. However, the police chief was under massive stress to close the case, so he did not believe her, and even said, "What are you trying to do, make fools of us all? You are just shirking your responsibility as a mother. You are the coldest-hearted woman I've ever met, and a fool." He then had her committed to a psychiatric ward for evaluation. During her 5 days in the psychiatric ward, the young boy told the police the truth, which was he was actually a 12-year-old boy from Iowa whose mother had died, so he had run away from his father and malicious stepmother and been hitchhiking around until he was told he bared a resemblance to the young missing boy. So he decided to phone the police and tell him he was that kid. After being released from prison, Walter's mother filed false imprisonment charges against the city and the police chief, and after 2 years of court trials, she was awarded $11,000 in payments. She would never receive the money. The police would eventually say that Walter was most probably murdered by a man who was convicted of killing an 11-year-old boy around about the same time. However, Walter's mother would not accept this news as her son's body was never found. Walter's mother would continue on the search, and then one day she received a letter from an inmate on death row claiming that Walter was one of his victims, and that if she visited him before his execution, he would tell her the truth of what happened. Walter's mother was granted access to see him the day before his execution, but when she arrived, he said he didn't want to see her. When she eventually confronted him, he said he was innocent and knew nothing about it. He was then executed, but 5 years after his execution, another one of his supposed victims was found alive and well. This gave Walter's mother enough encouragement to spend the rest of her life searching for a son she would never find. This mystery remains unsolved.